Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. I'm your host, B, and today we got Cory, Holcomb, and Cam Newton discussing women being famous for sex. Let's hear what they got to say, and we'll come back and break it down.
So when you standing in front of that camera, you are putting yourself out there to be remembered as this. And I say this especially to the beautiful sisters who put themselves out there in a way on the OnlyFans side of the game. This is how you gonna be remembered. So remember what you're doing. Is it worth it?
Hell no!
It might be for some people, you know what I'm saying?
But.
Here come the gentleman shit.
No, it's not the gentleman, it's just a different perspective.
Don't give it to me.
Okay, so we know T.I. as...
I know him as a rapper.
Okay, cool. Now, T.I. has ventured into comedy.
Yes.
You don't see T.I. as a comic?
I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I have never watched my brother T.I. perform. And the reason I have never watched him perform is because I want some time to let it bubble. Let him get into what he's doing. Because I know he's just jumping into it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to judge it yet. I want to see him 5 years in. Then I'll be like, let me watch my brother T.I. do comedy. Because I know when it comes to rapping, he one of the best.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But it takes time. I don't want to see the open mic T.I. I've never said this to him, and I know him. In fact, I know him in a way where I'll be like, me and T.I. cool, you know what I'm saying? But I've never watched his set, not one time, because I want to see him grow and get that. There's something that happens in comedy and other things as well where you become on stage really who you are. When he gets ready to become who he is on stage and talk about the stuff, the elephant in the room, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. The stuff that he might be like, oh, that's touchy, don't touch on that. When he becomes that, he gonna really have a lot to say.
So how can you give grace to T.I. for allowing him to evolve, but that girl on OnlyFans or that person that we've seen as a sexual entity or a sexual vixen, when she becomes a DJ, when she becomes a comic, when she becomes a sex symbol at a higher wave, it's not respected?
Well, if you out here just busting down for the game, it's not respectable, Cam. If you a girl and your whole thing, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing this, I don't really want to watch you right now because what you doing is something that I feel like it's a form of desperation.
You're goddamn right.
Does that make sense to you? I'm trying to make sure I explain it in a way where it's straight up.
It makes a lot of sense, but I do think your thinking is a little skewed.
How?
Okay,
because I don't want to see the sister bust down?
No, because of one of the most impactful females in the world, when the world first came to know who she is, was because of a sexual act.
Trust me, I get that. The woman I love the most used to do some strange things. She used to do some strange things. And but she's evolved into something, so I get what you're saying. But
Hold on, stop. I'm talking about Kim Kardashian. Who are you talking about?
It's a lot of girls I know who used to bust down when they was younger.
Are we gonna keep it funky or we gonna keep it funky?
I'm saying the reason I won't put their name out there because it'll drive drama to them and they're not living that lifestyle now.
But this is how you can still make it make sense. I'm not trying to be messy. I'm not trying to be...
No, I don't think you're trying to make it messy at all. I'm just saying,
I'm trying to add to the context because I don't want people to be assuming like, oh, that motherfucker.
Do you think Kim Kardashian, we said her name, that's why I'm using it. Do you think she's different now?
Nope.
Than who she was maybe 5 years ago when she was jumping from guy to guy?
At this particular point, we're talking about 15 years ago. Because 5 years ago, she was married.
Well,
if my
that don't mean nothing. She belonged to the game.
She belongs to the street.
Yeah. I remember when she was on that Tom Brady roast. I was like, boy, I can't believe they didn't let her have it. Because she was on there, I'd have been like, they ain't even had to rent out no big venue like that. Everybody could have sat in that big-ass monkey between her legs. I had to throw that in there. I had to. Go ahead.
But she's literally, or her mother, has profoundly used that to catapult their whole family's.
You're absolutely right.
So it's something has to be said that, okay, Kim K, we know how we first came to understand who she is. But what she's been able to do since then has been nothing less than something that needs to be studied in a way where, call it what you want, I'm the one that's gonna give her flowers.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Because she's a media juggernaut.
But what did she do? Do you know who her mother is, first of all?
For sure.
Okay, so.
And so it was who gets the credit, the mother or her?
The mother. She turned people that are talentless into everyday names because of her plug in the industry.
Okay.
Have you seen some of the people this lady was around? I'm talking about in the 90s. I'm talking about Kim Kardashian mama. She plugged.
Kris Jenner.
All them. OJ. I mean, the lawyer.
Kardashian.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this lady is connected in the industry. So yeah, it's not nothing to hold up as beautiful. It's just, this is what they had to do to get that paper. They had to do dirt to get the paper.
But that's the game though. So my thing is, my take from this is she's evolved, right? No different than T.I. has evolved. Rapping, similar to athletics, is a young man's sport. Would you agree?
Yes.
So
How do you compare him to Kim? I don't understand. That's what you
the
lost.
comparison is evolving. So we've known Kim to be a sexual beauty. We've known T.I. to be a rapper. T.I. has morphed, or he has evolved in expanding into comedy. Now, that sexual beauty is now one of the most influential females on this planet and is a business mogul.
Maybe it's something I don't know what's going on right now. You're telling me the girl who was on the tape with Ray J with the flat ass, and then all of a sudden her ass started popping, which her mother orchestrated. You know, her mama probably saw the tape. We got to get you an ass, bitch. But I'm just saying, you telling me she's a mogul in some way?
No, she is. Let's put the jokes aside. I'm
asking you to give it to me, show me how she's the mogul.
Definitely a media mogul by her involvement in just fashion. She's now trying to use her platform for good to dabble into prison reform, as well as representation of certain people who she may have felt got their wrong due. And I think a lot of times people see one side, but not acknowledge it when it's another side too. So that's the comparison. I'm not trying to compare T.I. to Kim Kardashian. What I am saying is you have two people that started as one thing, or people knew them as one thing. They've evolved into something else. And in one case, we accept it in T.I., and in another case, it's like, oh, well, she's still the chick that had the sex tape. But no, she's not that no more. Not to say that she's not having sex. I'm saying she has been able to leverage that as a situation as we once knew her as this. She's not that no more.
T.I. was a talented platinum rapper. Do we disagree?
No.
He came with talent. This bitch bust down for the game.
Do I smell a whore?
That's all she did. And because of her connections with her mama, they able to stay relevant. What is Kim Kardashian finna do that's talented? Everything they doing is a play. I'm saying she's trying to get into politics and stuff like that because they're trying to stay relevant and keep that name in the air. But I don't see no talent from Kim Kardashian, but maybe she's talented in bed or something. I don't know, but I'm just saying, what has she done where you'll be like, oh, here's Kim Kardashian, let me watch her?
Okay, so
She's forced upon us because of connection.
This is my last thing about this. It's either one or the other. Who has more influence? T.I., who has talent, or Kim Kardashian?
I'm gonna answer that honestly now.
Yes.
People like
No.
me.
No.
You want me to say what you want me to say?
No, I don't want. I want you to
Okay.
say, answer the question.
I was just gonna answer the question.
But don't go into this and that. Just say say the answer and then explain the answer.
Okay, I'm gonna just go straight to it.
Yes, sir.
Every time Kim Kardashian is on the TV, I change that motherfucker. I don't know what the bitch talking about. I'll be like, oh, that a hoe is right there. I change the channel. I don't know what she talking about. So if she doing something influential nowadays, I'm missing it because I'll be like, oh, that's the hoe right there. So that might be me. But that puts it out there in the game, boy. I'm here to tell you, I don't care what she is. I'm just saying. Do you know her and her mama do the same thing?
But you're not answering the question.
Okay, what question didn't I answer?
Who has more influence, T.I. or Kim Kardashian?
T.I. got more influence to me. That's all I'm saying. I would listen to him if he talk.
Yes, sir.
If Miss Kardashian was talking, I'd be like, bitch, how much to get that pussy? That's all I need to know right now.
Listen.
Fuck you talking about, bitch.
As a native of Atlanta, I have the utmost respect for T.I. So do I have the utmost respect for Kim Kardashian.
On the same level?
In this situation, when you're asking a question, who has more influence, I would have to say Kim Kardashian has more influence than T.I.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
That's unfortunate.
But we're talking not personally. I'm talking about just global presence.
I'm not saying it personally either.
Okay.
If it is a fact that Kim Kardashian has more influence than a man who sold millions of albums of what he said, that's a goddamn shame. Kim Kardashian ain't talking about shit. This bitch is hustling. Everything she do is a calculated move that is allowed. Please let me say that sentence one more time. Everything Kim Kardashian does is a calculated move that is allowed. So if you're listening to her, you're being misled. She has not proven herself to be anything that is moral and stand up where you can be like, here go Kim, let's see what she's talking about. People who watch her are unfortunately the young that are influenced by that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. It's a tragedy that she has relevance in anybody's eyes. I'm saying, like, what has she done to earn the respect to have more influence than somebody who sold millions of albums of what he's saying? Kim Kardashian having influence is a perfect example of why this world ain't shit. Especially in this Western world, it ain't shit. What the fuck is you listening to Kim Kardashian talk about?
No, see, this is, and I gotta stay here for a second because I think this conversation needs to be had. Kim Kardashian is responsible for impacting the look for what we deem or women deem as, oh, I want my body to look like this.
The bitches look ridiculous now.
No. But the reality is when we're talking about impact, right? Call her or call it whatever you want. The impact is there was not a lot of people who looked like her that everybody wanted to look like. When you look at her sister Kylie, when you look at the BBL epidemic, it is in large part impacted because of Kim Kardashian. As one of the founding fathers of this thing where I want that Kim K look. They're not gonna say it directly, but they're gonna say, okay, boom, I want my hips, I want this, I want that. This was something that people wanted to look like. So when you're talking about impact, yeah, morally, was it right for her to come on the scenes doing what she's doing? No, but that's not to negate the impact that she's had in society today.
But if we don't say it's a tragical impact, we're not doing the people a favor. Bitches look ridiculous trying to look like these girls. They got before pictures of how them girls look. Now they have perfected a superficial look that unfortunately girls don't even go take the garbage out with putting on all they fucking, I call it their uniform. They glamour face. The shit ain't real.
All right, y'all, that was a lot, so let's go ahead and break it all down. This Cam Newton, I don't know much about him, but I'm just not really feeling him. I mean, he finally did admit to what Cory was saying. Morally, it's not right, but it seemed like he was just willing to give her too much of a pass. But I do kind of still get what he was saying. To people like myself, Cory, and I'm sure a lot of you, Kim Kardashian is a non-factor. We're not thinking about her. We don't think she's talented. We don't care about anything that family is doing. However, her mother, like Cory said, used her connections and used her daughter and that tape with Ray J to catapult that family to being billionaires. Well, what I think on the matter is, when it comes to morals and money, there's a cap on how much money you can make if you have morals. If you don't have morals, there is no cap on how much money you can make, right? Because certain people will do whatever to keep their name on social media, to keep their name in the air, and to keep a bag coming in. Being famous for a sexual relations, for a tape, I mean, come on, a man may be able to get away with that, but a woman, it does not age well. Look at the adult filmmakers from back in the day. You know, that type of stuff never ages well. So Cory used the word desperate earlier. You so desperate and thirsty for money. Y'all know the saying, all money ain't good money. The fact that you willing to strip down in front of the camera just because you so thirsty and hungry for money, I definitely can't get behind that. Their family, there is a sector, don't get me wrong, there is a certain group or sector in America who feeds that, because how would they continue to have their reality shows? There's somebody supporting them, but it just ain't us. And that's what I kind of thought they was going to touch on. As far as the black community, we feel like Cory said, I listened to something T.I. gonna say, even though no rapper has any relevance, significant relevance to me in the moves that I make and my outlook on life, but I will listen to T.I. before I will listen to Kim Kardashian. First of all, she ain't us. So why would I even support her? She's Armenian. Why would I support her in anything that she's doing? Let's talk about her mother. A mother who pimps out their daughter just to get on, but she's so influential. Cam Newton wants to give her flowers. That's what I'm saying. I don't know a lot about this Cam Newton guy, so I don't want to say too much about him without doing a little more research on him. But to me, it's like all you looking at is how big they've gotten and how they've blown up. You're not looking at the fact that you have generations of young ladies, like he said, that aspire to look like her, but it's not good. It's not like she's some upstanding role model for women to aspire to be like. So why on earth would you want to give her mama her flowers because her mama pimped her out to the game and they all got rich off of it? You selling your soul. It really make me look at this man, in a different kind of way. But again, I don't want to speak on him too much because I know nothing about this man. Her being a businesswoman, it's true. They took the tape and flipped it into reality shows and endorsements and clothing line. The sister got a makeup line. They got all kind of different things that they're doing to get money. But who would say, okay, I'm gonna put my daughter on and my daughter gonna make a sex tape and it's all good, we gonna flip it from there and just try to pretend. I remember seeing a clip of the show where one of her sons found out about the tape, and no wonder that it didn't work out with her and Kanye West. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this video here. Y'all let me know what y'all got to say about these OnlyFans females like Kim Kardashian, different celebrity women. She ain't the only one. I remember Halle Berry showed her breast for that one movie she did. I want to say maybe Monsters Ball, but I'm not sure what movie it was. Women stripping down, showing their bodies, doing these sex scenes, anything to stay relevant in Hollywood. We all know sex sells. We all know how it is in Hollywood, but y'all leave me a comment and let me know what y'all think about in the words of Cam Newton, giving flowers to Kris Jenner for pimping out her daughter and they family getting on all from her daughter being a bust down. Leave me a comment and let me know what y'all got to say about this one. Until the next time, I will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace out.